You don't choose your table. Some nights you staring at a stacked deck. Some nights you're holding nothing but air. Me, I don't fold. I play the man, not the cards. Yeah. 3 queens raised me in a house built to sway. Floorboards whisper secrets when rent came to play. Mom managed rent from a deck rig to conceal. I read every shuffle before I learned the art of the deal. Suffer grit in my breath, upstate winners taught me pace. Boston ice my cadence while the skyline changes face. 14 and steel toes, trading sleep for a plate. If I could haunt my younger self, I'd redraw the lines I straight. Sirens frame my reflection in the glass of a stop. Questions cut like crossfire from a badge on the block. Clipboard kings tried to price out my breath. I learned the worth of silence, the leverage of death. Cut from the deck, cold hands on the rail. Dealt dirty cards, I refuse to fail. Shuffled that river with my pulse on the bed. They push all in, I ain't folded yet. They read my skin like headlines, hoping I flinch on the frame. But I memorized the tales, the weight of their game. Kept my temper tempered, my vocabulary clean. Let them chase a shadow wind while I ghosted the scene. Boss wore a paper crown in a paper thin rain. Counting minutes like pennies while the ledger showed strain. From scaffold sway at noon to coursework after dark, I built a quiet empire with a rebar heart. Cut from the deck, cold hands on the rail. Dealt dirty cards, I refuse to fail. Shuffled that river with my pulse on the bed. They push all in, I ain't folded yet. Blocks bait pride with crowbars, prying at the seam. I've read too many plays to audition for this scheme. Temptation wears perfume and I practice the law. But my compass points home to the one who keeps me sure. She sees the house I'm framing while it's still in my mind. Blueprints on my breath, discipline in the lines. Glitter tries to summon but it fades to gray. Calm is a weapon most men throw away. Cut from the deck, cold hands on the rail. Dealt dirty cards, I refuse to fail. Shuffled that river with my pulse on the bed. They push all in, I ain't folded yet. Tony wasn't blood, respect had to be earned. Years of grit and quiet made the tide slowly turn. Closest thing to a father, the younger me knew. I carried every word like iron running through. When the dealer took him early, I armored inside. Calm on the surface with a fracture I don't hide. He named the man I was and the man I could be. I wish he'd held the hand long enough to meet my seed. Now Maddie's here, I walk him through the wire. How to read a loaded table with an unblinking eye. If he asks what strength is, I put him to proof. Earn respect, keep center till the hard things smooth. Cut from the deck, cold hands on the rail. Dealt dirty cards, I refuse to fail. Shuffled that river with my pulse on the bed. They push all in, I ain't